10 minutes, or am I sharing with Deputy Durkin?
Well, I don't know. You should know that. It's not for me to tell you.
Okay, well then I have 10 minutes. Thank you. Minister, I want to thank you for coming in here today. And first of all, most importantly, I want to express also my sincere condolences to the family and friends of those who have lost to this awful disease. I also want to pay tribute to the frontline staff and all professions, and their vocation has been absolutely incredible, and I know that they have the support of the entire country to try to help them out. Also, it is encouraging that the reproductive rate of the COVID-19 has fallen even further to 0.5 and 1. That is encouraging. And the one issue is the clusters of COVID-19 in our residential facility. It does remain an area of huge concern, and I also want to thank the ambulance service and all the people who carried out the 18,000 tests in the long-term residential facilities. It is an issue that we certainly need to deal with. Just a few issues that I have, and we have to be very, very careful that we open up certain businesses and certain schools effectively at the right time. But there is one that a lot of people are ringing me about is builders, providers and garden centres. They genuinely want to do the right thing. But I think that, you know, if it can be done in a way that that people are protected, I think, and I know this isn't your decision, but it's an issue that is certainly raising its head, and everyone is there. They want to do the right thing, and everyone has contacted me wants to do the right thing, because a lot of people out there, good weather, from paint, from gardens, effectively. I think it's one issue that we can deal with, but I leave that up to the experts. I can understand. Just, Minister, what happened yesterday in relation to COVID-19 restrictions currently in place in our court service, is it your view that the congregation of a large amount of people that we've seen all week in the national media has put our public health in danger? And what efforts do you believe should be implemented at the courts to stop this type of gathering from occurring again? It's caused huge frustration from people who are self-isolating to see what happened yesterday. And I said down the road at Debenhams, the people were moved on by the Gardaí. And I know a lot of these people are probably looking for attention, and I know it's up to the guards to interpret this. But, you know, should these people now who were seen at the court yesterday in photographs, should they be asked to self-isolate for the next 14 days? And will you join me in condemning these actions? Also, Minister, I want to ask you regard to the plan announced yesterday to fund the voluntary hospice groups with an additional 10.5 million until the end of the year. And if you can give me a breakdown of the funding per hospice, and say, for example, how much will the North West Hospice in Sligo receive? And can you outline what this funding is being provided to the group for? And finally, I want to ask you regarding the delivery of Chinese PPE and initial problems with the 1/5 of the original delivery. If you can outline to the House if this was resolved for the remaining deliveries, and if the costs for the wrong PPE will be refunded to the state. I just want to commend again the Aer Lingus staff, the IDA, the embassy staff in China, and all the stakeholders for their amazing work on getting this PPE for the country. And again, I'd look for answers for that. Thank you.